So to fight Crawford, or even spar, I would love to spar Crawford.
Yeah.
We heard him fight week. No retirement. No retirement. You're like, oh,
Well, look, man, look, that's the thing.
Taking those losses kind of felt like I took the losses too. So now, I try to prepare as much as I can, bro, because I don't want to put my family through that, especially my kids. And you know what I mean? It's hard, bro. My brother lost to Terence Crawford.
David Benavidez versus Terence Crawford. The showdown is finally confirmed, and trust me, it's nothing like anyone imagined. Don't forget to like and subscribe, because this one's about to be something special. As a boxing fan, I have to ask again, did you ever think we'd see these two share a ring? For months, whispers, interviews, and outright denials echoed from both sides about whether this fight could even exist. But now everything's flipped, and the noise is deafening. Just wait until you hear what Benavidez and Crawford revealed about this matchup. It changes absolutely everything.
I would love to fight Crawford, or even spar. I would love to spar Crawford.
Yeah.
The thing about that fight that was so funny, bro, they hated each other.
Right.
My brother and Crawford, they hated. So Crawford is a street dude. My brother's a street dude too.
David Benavidez stunned fans last year when he opened up in an interview with Mr. Organic, admitting he'd be ready to face Terence Crawford. The drive behind it? Pure vengeance. Crawford had once defeated his brother, Jose Benavidez Jr., back in 2018. David didn't hold back. He said, "I'd love to get that revenge, but I doubt he'd actually show up. I'd want to fight or even spar with Terence Crawford." Those words set the internet on fire. Fans instantly wondered, could Crawford, the man who dismantles larger foes with surgical precision, truly stand against a beast like Benavidez? It planted the seeds for what could become a dream clash.
To be honest with you, man, let Terence Crawford live. That's his weight class.
Okay.
I lost interest in 168 a long time ago. I know that we could get offered a lot of money to go down to 168, but I'm more comfortable at 175. I'm chasing better beef. I'm chasing Bivol. I'm chasing these other bigger. I'm chasing Zurdo Ramirez at cruiserweight.
But here's the twist. Benavidez's recent comments about Crawford shocked everyone and completely flipped the story. Jump ahead to the aftermath of Crawford's stunning victory over Canelo Alvarez, and suddenly, the energy in Benavidez's camp shifted. Rather than chasing Crawford, Benavidez made it clear he had no plans to cut back to super middleweight. He told inside the ring, "Honestly, Terence Crawford should stay there. That's his division. I've lost interest in 168 for a while now. Sure, the money would be great if I moved down, but I feel stronger at 175. I'm chasing Artur Beterbiev, Gilberto Ramirez, even stepping toward cruiserweight." The revelation stunned fans, especially after months of teasing a revenge fight with Bud. Now he brushes it off like a forgotten rumor. Instead, all eyes are on his next challenge, defending his WBC light heavyweight crown against Britain's Anthony Yarde on November 22nd in Riyadh. That fight alone is massive, yet fans can't help but question where this rumored clash with Crawford truly fits in. And if Benavidez is now chasing glory at 175 pounds, while Crawford reigns supreme at 168, what happens to the fight that's suddenly burning its way back into the spotlight?
Turkey just posted that this morning, wondering if Benavidez can make 168. Maybe he has plans or ideas of maybe trying to match up Benavidez and Terence Crawford.
No, man. No, we ain't doing that fight.
Maybe planning on vacating the belts.
No, we ain't gonna vacate the belts. We just gonna sit where we need to sit for a minute, and then, just like I said.
On the other hand, Terence Crawford's trainer, Brian Bomac McIntyre, poured cold water on all the excitement. In an interview with Fight Hype, Bomac didn't hold back. "Nah, man, we're not fighting Benavidez. No, we're not giving up the belts. We're just gonna stay put for a bit, take a breath. And like I said before, we'll head back to the gym and do what we do best." His words only fueled more speculation. If Crawford's camp is openly dismissing the Benavidez fight, why does the conversation refuse to die? Why is it still echoing so loudly behind closed doors? Could this be another case of promoters and Saudi investors stirring the pot with giant money offers? Or maybe, deep down, both fighters realize the truth, that the money, the pride, and the legacy tied to this clash are far too big to walk away from.
Canelo was 100% confident in himself. I don't know why he wouldn't fight me, especially since, seeing that everybody in his team is on steroids, which means including him, so he never got off
You think he's on steroids?
Of course.
Sure.
How does five people out of your camp get tested positive for steroids?
Right.
You know what I mean? All those fucking dudes in that camp are doing.
Saudi Arabia now stands as a powerful force in modern boxing. Turki Alashik, the mastermind behind some of the sport's biggest spectacles, revealed that Benavidez could face Canelo Alvarez as part of his 4-fight Riyadh season deal. And that's where things start to get fascinating. The Saudis have a reputation for pulling off the impossible, bringing together fights no one thought could happen, often by offering record-shattering amounts of money. That's why, even with Benavidez claiming he's done with 168, and Crawford's camp insisting the matchup is off the table, the Saudi influence can't be ignored, because in boxing, money speaks louder than pride, and it often turns fantasy matchups into reality. Promoters know it too. A showdown between Crawford and Benavidez wouldn't just sell, it would explode into one of the most talked about fights of the modern era. Saudi Arabia now stands as a powerful force in modern boxing. Turki Alashik, the mastermind behind some of the sport's biggest spectacles, revealed that Benavidez could face Canelo Alvarez as part of his 4-fight Riyadh season deal. And that's where things start to get fascinating. The Saudis have a reputation for pulling off the impossible, bringing together fights no one thought could happen, often by offering record-shattering amounts of money. That's why, even with Benavidez claiming he's done with 168, and Crawford's camp insisting the matchup is off the table, the Saudi influence can't be ignored, because in boxing, money speaks louder than pride, and it often turns fantasy matchups into reality. Promoters know it too. A showdown between Crawford and Benavidez wouldn't just sell, it would explode into one of the most talked about fights of the modern era.
Just, enjoying my family, enjoying, to be able to say, look what I accomplished, or what I'm about to accomplish next. So I'm just chilling right now. I haven't even got the time to sit down with my team and talk with them, and
His words left fans hanging in suspense. Is Crawford really thinking about stepping away at the very peak of his greatness? At 37 years old, undefeated with a record of 42-0, and now a 3-division undisputed champion, a feat no other male boxer has ever achieved. The question feels heavier than ever. Crawford admits his family has already shared their thoughts about what comes next. Though he didn't say it outright, it seemed clear they want him to leave the sport while still on top. And that's where the tension lives. If Crawford's legacy is already secure, is a showdown with Benavidez arriving too late? Or does he crave one final, terrifying test? The kind of fight that cements him among the sport's immortals? Lately, Crawford's name has made headlines beyond the ropes too, only fueling the drama. Just weeks after his win over Canelo, Omaha police pulled him over for reckless driving, a moment that spiraled faster than anyone expected.
Seatbelt.
Step out.
I'm opening the door.
You can take
I'm
mine
opening
off
the door.
for me right here on my right. I'm keeping my fucking hands up.
I'm not reaching for no gun, bro.
Step out.
Can I bring my phone?
Officers reportedly detained Crawford and his entourage at gunpoint after spotting a firearm on the floorboard. Within hours, the story exploded across national headlines. Crawford was later cited for reckless driving, while one of his security guards was identified as the legal owner of the weapon. No arrests were made, and police confirmed that everyone involved was legally permitted to carry. Still, footage of the stop went viral, sparking heated debate about how champions are treated in their own hometowns. Some fans claimed the incident might throw Crawford off his focus. Others insisted it only reinforced the mental toughness that defines his dominance inside the ring. In any case, as Crawford faces police inquiries and whispers of retirement, Benavidez stays locked in, eyes on his looming title defense. While Crawford wrestles with battles beyond the ropes, Benavidez is fighting his within them. Yet the conversation doesn't end with Crawford versus Benavidez. It's grown louder, with some of boxing's most respected voices stepping in, and not all of them are offering praise.
Because Floyd Mayweather toyed with Canelo. Like, he literally toyed with him. He didn't get hit at all. Not one time.
Roy Jones Jr. offered a fresh perspective. He believes Crawford may be nearing retirement, but if not, Jones thinks he's earned something different, a true crossover moment, maybe even against UFC star Ilia Topuria. It sounds unusual, yet it shows just how valuable Crawford has become. He's finally getting the worldwide respect that escaped him for so long, opening doors beyond boxing's traditional limits. And that raises a massive question. Is David Benavidez the ultimate test for Crawford's legacy? Or has Crawford already set his sights beyond the ring entirely? Because at its core, this potential showdown isn't just about belts and records. It's a clash of eras, of energy, of pride. On one side stands Benavidez, the Mexican monster. Younger, stronger, and endlessly relentless.
World, Ilia Topuria says that if you guys ever boxed, he would knock you out based on the first punch.
That dude drunk, you know. Hey, you know, a lot of MMA guys, they drink a lot, so he must have been on that alcohol.
And then, on the other side, stands Terence Crawford, undefeated, undisputed, and perhaps the greatest fighter of his era. It's skill versus size, legacy versus momentum. A reigning king guarding his throne against a relentless monster determined to take it. One man hunts for immortality, the other for validation. The stage is set, and destiny demands a clash. Who will rise as the most feared name in boxing? Share your thoughts and predictions below.
Yeah, get it! 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 Get it! Oh, yeah, move out the way! 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 Yeah, yeah!
All right, fight fans, stay tuned for every major boxing update, highlight, and unforgettable moment. Subscribe to Fight Motive Fan and turn on notifications so you never miss a single story. Explore our other videos packed with action and insight. Until next time, stay sharp and stay inspired.
The thing that was funny, so we had went to Omaha the last 3 weeks of the fight, so we're there training. So my brother's like, nah, I want to go show love to everybody in his hood. He goes to his barbershop.
Right.
And then the barber's like, yeah, you know, this is Crawford's barbershop. He's like, I don't give a f***, let him come in here.
Right.